Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. I'm incredibly influential,
And I am highly successful.
and this week we have a very, very special guest. I'm very excited. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Scott. I'm neither influential nor successful, but it was nice of you to have me on.
Anytime. Why don't you tell us some stuff about you in case the listeners are not quite familiar?
Oh, I can't imagine a single listener not being familiar with all of my with all of my work. Yeah, my name's Scott Henson. I do YouTube stuff with YMS / Adam Johnston. If you've heard of him, we do video game streams every Sunday, and we do a lot of movie commentaries, Mystery Science Theater style, except not scripted. So maybe they're not as good as Mystery Science Theater. And then also I've got my own podcast and whatnot, The Worst Year of Our Lives. You should listen to it. It's the best podcast besides this one, of course. And I'm a professional wrestler, and I do that too. Look up Big Cat Scott Henson, and you'll perhaps like what you see, or very much perhaps not.
I was waiting for you to do the classic, you're gonna like the way I look.
You know what? I was going that way, and then I didn't for whatever reason. Oh, and which actually reminded me that I also have a cameo.com/scoot. And that reminded me because I think that's what it says in my pinned tweet about my Cameo. You're gonna like the way I look, I guarantee it.
It's a classic quote. It is absolute banger.
It's the Men's Warehouse, baby.
Oh yeah.
George Zimmerman, George Zimmer? Who's the one who killed Trayvon Martin? One killed Trayvon Martin, and one sells nice suits.
I think
the first one's George Zimmerman.
Yeah,
Zimmerman is the murderer who got off, and George Zimmer makes a nice suit. Are we agreed? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's a very important distinction to make, honestly.
Yes.
Because you don't want to have like a pro gun convention and invite George Zimmer. I feel like he's gonna be a little bit lost there.
Or like a
probably,
convention and invite that guy.
Convention with George Zimmerman.
I mean, he had a lot of experiences wearing suits when he went to that trial.
True, and but was not good at discerning what was in someone else's tracksuit.
Yeah, that would probably not be good marketing for George Zimmer suits.
Not the best.
It's pictures of George Zimmerman.
What are the odds that George Zimmerman got a suit from George Zimmer to go to trial?
Question. I would like to spend at least 45 minutes on that.
I think we could get into the socioeconomic circumstances. I think honestly, Men's Warehouse got a pretty cheap selection of suits. And George Zimmerman, he's a fucking Florida man. It's not like he could really afford all that much. I'm saying at least 70%. That's my that's my prediction. Your mileage may vary.
I'm gonna gauge his taste as pretty poor, so it's in the possibility.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's this is perhaps a controversial take. I think it's good George Zimmerman did that murder because not often do Florida men get to wear suits, and the trial facilitated that.
I feel like if he was going to wear a suit as a Florida man, you'd think the suit would be more Floridian, right? Like
alligator skin.
Exactly, with the matching shoes, right?
Of course.
One would think. Incredibly
probably tried.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him for making an attempt. Be like, can I wear the alligator
George,
suit?
you gotta tone it down, George.
Brother.
George,
There's no way.
Trial, George.
There's no way I'm getting you off if you're wearing that suit. And that means one of two things, you can take that however you want. Just like George did.
George, your fashion sense isn't on trial, but I beg you not to wear that suit.
I mean, if that was part of the trial, he would have lost. He would be in jail for life. Jesus Christ. What a way to start this episode.
I didn't mean for it to go like this.
I mean,
don't know what happened.
That's a common theme with our guest episodes. Last time we had a big guest. Well, this was
I bet I'm bigger physically. Was your guest over 6 feet and 220 pounds?
I don't think so.
Then I'm the bigger guest.
Yeah.
If we put you both in a ring, I think that previous guest would not last.
Yeah. The last time we had like a big an internet niche celebrity on we got to talking about James Cameron dredging up the Titanic so he could make a sequel and get buku bucks.
I like that. So he can make 5 like avatars?
Oh my god, exactly. You know, businessman first.
Yes.
To quote, I think it was you who said this, businessman first, Messiah second.
I might have said that.
That was for M. Night. That was for M. Night.
Yeah.
And I would argue, James, M. Night, very similar track records, honestly. That's just me.
They're the top 2 directors.
I mean,
yeah, don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, can you really consider yourself a director if you're not one of those 2 men? If you don't have a movie,
consider yourself a director if every single movie you make is worse than the previous movie you made?
Exactly. James, you peaked with Aliens and Terminator 2. You really should have quit. Nobody wanted.
He had a nice 90s.
He really did. Well, the
80s.
Titanic.
He had a nice up to mid 90s.
Yeah, exactly. And then that one where he like almost drowned a bunch of his actors, and then the other one where he almost drowned a bunch of his actors.
Yep.
And then
I missed that James Cameron actually.
Yeah, it's not a James Cameron
successful box
movie.
office is not as good as the endangerment of his fellow coworkers.
I agree.
Exactly.
That adds such a flair to his production value.
If your productions don't have a body count, I don't want to watch it. That's why
my favorite movie is Milo and Otis.
I was gonna say, my favorite is the Twilight Zone movie by John Landis.
Also good. Also a nice pick.
Yeah,
John Landis, good movie maker, good son.
Oh yeah, top 10 sons of all time. Definitely the guy who fucking wrote Bright. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Max Landis has forever goodwill with me because he bought me pizza, so he can do what he wants.
Yeah.
That pizza is doing a lot for him.
I mean, was it like Papa John's, Domino's, or did he take it to a real place?
It was literally Papa John's.
All right. At least it wasn't like Pizza Hut or whatever the fuck. You know, you've got standards. Of
course.
What really sucks is fucking Max Landis is in a Red Letter Media clip that I really love. I actually found out about that clip from Adam. It was Rich Evans tries to describe the plot of which Neil Breen movie is it? The first one. The one where he runs around in the desert with a bunch of laptops.
Is that I Am Here Now, or
that's the one where he's God?
Pass Through or Double Down?
It's the one before I Am Here Now and Double Down. Is it?
It's gotta be Double Down.
It can't be Double Down. No, it's because Double Down's
the first, isn't it?
It has a lot in common with Double Down.
I mean, they're all a little bit the same movie.
And
he's sort of Jesus or a robot or both in all of them.
Yeah.
Where does this director fall in our rankings?
A solid number 3.
Oh, it is Double Down. It's Fateful. I get it confused with Fateful fucking Findings because they're the same goddamn movie.
That's correct.
Except I don't think we see his ball sack in Fateful Findings,
which is why it's inferior.
It really is. I want to see Neil Breen's ball sack just in general. I need to have like some kind of like AI
he
robot.
Didn't need a movie for that, honestly.
Yeah, Neil Breen, if you're listening to this, hit me up. I want to see your nuts.
Yeah.
You know, let me know. We'll work something out. Absolutely.
We need an update. We haven't seen them.
Oh my! Since 2007.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god! What if something happened to him? Oh no.
What if his nuts are gone now?
Oh my Jesus Christ! Don't scare me like that, dude. Don't scare me like that. Yeah. So Scott, I have a question for our audience.
Well, then ask the
where
audience, don't me.
Yeah, we
well,
should be
well,
asking
on
you.
behalf of the audience.
Oh, okay. I'm the audience surrogate.
Well, I guess
I
I'm
think
the audience
I
surrogate
think you're
asking you.
yes.
Yeah.
He is the audience.
Yes. So where does the name Big Cat come from? Because I feel like that was not quite explained. Perhaps.
Fair enough. In my pro wrestling, I dress up like a tiger, and that is why my wrestling nickname is Big Cat Scott Henson, because I am in fact a big cat.
As far as cats go, 6 foot, 220 pounds. That's pretty big.
Pretty big.
Exactly. And yeah.
I've got back-to-back shows coming up this weekend, and I'm wondering if my body is going to hold up for it because my back is semi-wrecked.
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
There's been some injuries over your career. You wanna go into detail about some of those?
I was not bad at all for about 15 years. Nothing major. Little stuff here that I had never. I had missed like 6 weeks for like a shoulder thing in 2005, and then really until 2017 where I hurt my knee for a couple months, there was nothing major. And then 2018 I broke my arm, and then early 2019 I broke my arm again, and then mid 2019 I broke my arm again. Since then, arm's good.
I feel like if it's third time's the charm to where you can stop breaking it, I mean,
that'd be great.
I feel like you got to change up the moveset.
3 breaks, 2 surgeries, so that was nice. I should probably stop. Yeah, perhaps. Are you saying stop having my finisher be a move where I hit my opponent as hard as I can with my right arm, which is the one that I broke? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll take it under advisement.
I feel like perhaps do you have like coaches or whatever?
I mean, maybe we should be talking about seeing the other guy.
Oh, true.
He's dead.
You know what?
I murdered him.
That's not in the ring. Not in the ring. Like afterwards, you fucking stabbed him in an alley.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah. Arm's been okay for a while. It was funny after the second surgery, I took off more time than I needed because I was sick of breaking it, as you could expect. I took 6 months off, like several more months than I even needed. I'm like, I'm going to let this get more than 100%, and then I'll be back and I'll be good. And I did that, and I came back in January 2020, had 4 matches, and then COVID for a year and a half. So
nice.
So that was cool. I'm glad I took that extra time off.
Great timing. Timing.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks a lot, COVID.
Yeah. Thanks. And then, then more recently, I have somewhat wrecked my back and have to be very careful. I mean, it's another situation where I should take a bunch of time off and just let it heal. But between needing the money and losing my spot in said promotions, I really can't. So I'm just gonna do it and hope I don't get paralyzed.
Yeah, that is a real shit situation to be in. What does a tiger wrestler do when he's not wrestling as a tiger, I guess, is the question.
Just like sit quietly and stare.
Shit in the litter box.
Of course.
I mean, I've been tempted to try it myself, just like what could go wrong?
Nothing.
Have you had any fun like fan interactions that like relate to the whole dressed as a tiger bit?
Tiger specific fan interactions. I mean, there's always going to be tail pulling. That comes with the territory and you just have to accept it. But I've had like people brought lots of like fun signs and stuff to the shows, and people have like dressed up in like furry shit. So that's always cool.
That's awesome. That's packing a house then.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. back to Men's Warehouse. Actually,
Of
do
course.
you think
They
George
sell
Zimmer?
tails.
Do you
They
think
should
they
be.
should be selling fur suits instead of men's suits?
I mean, only if they want to make $1 million.
Right?
The best idea I've ever heard.
Exactly.
Are you proposing the men's fur house? Is this what you're proposing?
Yes.
I
Because
think
it's a
This
good
is the
idea.
switch.
I might be. I think perhaps that is what I am proposing, and I may regret it in future. The next time I go to a Men's Warehouse and I'm looking for a cheap suit.
I would not. My
'cause I
dad
get, like,
orders
a
from
parking
Men's
ticket.
Warehouse. So, like, what if he ordered a tail? What would happen then?
I like that
I would-
for your dad.
I would assume he'd
Yeah.
have to wear it, since he went
course.
ahead and ordered it.
Yeah, he's going to be too proud not to wear it. He's not going to be embarrassed by
Absolutely.
spending money on a thing and then like, oh, this isn't actually the
He's
thing
like,
I
well,
want. No, he's going to
I
wear
can't send this back.
Exactly.
I got a tail right here.
I think it depends
Exactly.
how you like attach the tail to your body. If it's like one of
Surgically.
those. I was gonna say it's either you surgically attach that shit or it goes up your ass. Either way, either way that might be a little bit embarrassing. But
I
if
like
you've
that
gone
you've
that
gone-
far,
I like that you've just gone extremes and not like clip on the pants or something.
no,
there's only two options.
no.
That's fair.
Then if it's just attached to your fucking clothes, that's like being a drag queen versus transitioning.
You won't
if that
survive
makes
the
sense.
tail
like that.
pull. You won't
Yeah.
make the tail pull.
Right? Yeah.
It'll fall right
exactly.
out. It'll.
True.
Exactly, because like when you take a drag queen home, all the
I'm
woman
sorry.
outfit.
When
As
you
you
take a drag
do.
queen home?
Yeah. When you take a drag queen home, I'm doubling down on this.
Sure.
You take a drag queen home, all the woman stuff comes off, and you're left with a gay dude. Usually, there's some straight drag queens.
No, there aren't.
No, there aren't. But I would agree that makes it better. But if you take a trans woman home,
You can't.
notice
you
I
can't
said
get the,
if
you
there.
can't get the woman stuff off.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
And that's why drag queens are better.
Right.
Is that
exactly.
what we landed on?
RuPaul, thank God for Florida has made or what is it? Tennessee has public enemy number 1 is right here because they fucking banned it.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta be fucking kidding me. There goes all my plans next time I'm in Nashville.
Of surprising children with drag shows.
I mean, just I'd like to be surprised with a drag show. Damn.
That's actually
mean,
why
like,
they're not there anymore. Is
You could do
because
worse.
it's because Kale took them all home with him.
I did. It was great.
They just
all
didn't
at
have the
once.
staff anymore.
All at once too. It was a surprising shortage. I think if I had done it more gradually, it would have. They could have been able to like phase
They
it
were
out.
too
Maybe.
embarrassed by losing so many at once that they had to make it a ban. Just to
Oh,
save
yeah.
face.
Oh, let's say it's illegal now. I guess.
I mean, let's just say I had some stiff competition in the Tennessee legislature. That's all I'm gonna
Certainly.
say.
Certainly.
Oh yeah. That's. I mean, haven't you heard about what they, about like what the male prostitutes call Lindsey Graham? I mean, homeboy's first name is Lindsey. You have to know that dude is gayer than Elton John, butt fucking Freddie Mercury at a pride parade in San Francisco.
If not from his name, then you can look at him for 5 seconds.
Look at him, hear him talk.
Anything.
Like, put up
any visual or audio medium will do.
Any form of stimuli
Yeah.
relating to Lindsey Graham,
you'll
pick it up.
Put up a wall, soundproof, eye-proof. I can't see it. I can't hear him. I can't even like do anything. But I'll just be like, I feel like there's a gay dude in the
over
room
there.
next to me. Yeah.
On the other side of this wall.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would be really funny if he sued us and he had to go to court
To prove he's not gay.
Exactly. He has to provide photographic evidence that he is not gay. and I get like full reign to just talk to every male prostitute in Washington D.C. and just be like, "Yo, do you know Lindsey Graham? Yeah, I sucked that dude's dick once."
Of course.
Exactly.
Oh, you mean the king?
I forget what his fucking nickname was. It's
Me
a
too,
lot
but he
funnier than
definitely
the
had one.
king.
The fact
yeah.
that he had one is very funny in itself.
Bum boy. That would be a good nickname for Lindsey Graham. Because
I
that
mean,
man.
he's like that much closer to becoming a drag queen.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
He's got his own nickname.
And wasn't it? I think it was Ron DeSantis himself who did drag. I may be misremembering
Did
or
he?
old. I can't tell the difference between old white men anymore.
Old white man blindness happens
yeah.
to the best of us.
Yeah, I mean, I still can hardly tell the difference between Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon, and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, well, Leo, I can't help you with, but the way you do Wahlberg Damon is, Mark Wahlberg is an alternate dimension Matt Damon from a dimension where everyone has fetal alcohol syndrome.
Oh fuck! It's either fetal alcohol or Down syndrome. It's one of the two syndromes. I mean, they're both old white men from Boston who make questionable decisions.
But only one of them hate crimed a Vietnamese man.
You know that, as far as we know. As far as we know,
maybe Damon's better at covering his tracks. That's true.
I was about to say that maybe we have to go interview, just like while we're interviewing the Lindsey Graham male prostitutes, we have to interview the Vietnamese population of Boston, Massachusetts. Be like, did Matt Damon ever hate
Did this man do anything to you?
Yeah.
I'm also terribly sorry about Mark Wahlberg. That was totally not cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe they have old white man blindness as well, and it actually was Matt Damon.
Well, the Vietnamese man has actual blindness now because Mark Wahlberg tried to take his eye out.
True. Imagine the last thing you see is fucking Mark Wahlberg.
Like Marky Mark era Mark Wahlberg too.
Ew.
You think he was wearing sunglasses?
He was wearing sunglasses, parachute pants. The whole thing was a mess.
Dude, I have a bucket right here, and I might need to use that. That is awful. That is foul.
That's good podcast prep. Always have a bucket.
Or Good Will Hunting era Matt Damon. I wouldn't mind. Honestly.
I think that results in automatic blindness.
He was
not a lot.
He was a bit of a twink back then. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even finna lie. That
twink,
man,
twink bordering on twunk.
Ooh, true.
On the line.
Ooh. Yeah, he didn't quite get like jacked yet, but he was he was twinked out there.
Yeah.
And then I think because Damon and Affleck, they were sharing that apartment together. I think we all know who was pitching and who was catching there.
Lindsey Graham.
You know what? He was really catching that man. Yeah. Let's just say in that apartment were some really good baseball players. They really could have been on the Red Sox, if you know what I mean.
Real five tool players. I think that's almost a baseball reference.
That's close enough. Close enough. I mean, definitely the 5 tool players, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, you've seen Gone Girl. We've all seen Ben Affleck's penis.
Of course.
Yeah. How are we rating it out of 10? Out of 10, what's your score for Ben Affleck's dick?
I think he's got a Boston 7.
which is a Canadian what?
4.
Good to know. All right.
Of course, the Canadian number is always higher.
I need to know
the conversion.
Yeah, exactly.
I need it's like metric to imperial. Yeah, I need to not go to Canada then, because I've got like a Boston 5.
Don't cross the border.
Oh god, they'll just stop me. They'll be like, drop your pants.
Sir, your penis is trash. You can't come into our country.
You're gonna have to turn back.
Come on, man. I'm just trying to go to a Blue Jays game.
Nah, we're full.
I mean, Lindsey Graham's full, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, let him
semen.
Yes.
Got it.
There, joke. He found it. He found it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The joke finder.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm so glad we got the joke finder on this podcast. You know, because we keep looking for him, we can't find him. You know,
It's actually the Joker's full name. It's the joke finder, but they shortened it to Joker.
right? Yeah, we're walking around on the beach with the metal detector backwards. You know, we ain't finding shit. We ain't finding shit. We're just waffling for an hour and 15 minutes every week. But thanks to you, we've found it, and I think
a joke finder.
it took us a year because today is the 1-year anniversary of our first episode.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
How many
And
apps?
50. This is 53. We had to skip a week back in February. But we said that last week would be our 1 year because it's like, 52 weeks, and
Right.
yeah, and
That's good.
But,
You're on like a very consistent 1 week schedule. Then that's good.
yeah, I mean, if we only ever missed like 1 week, I feel like we're doing okay. How many episodes are you on with Worst Year of Our Lives? Because I know you guys do a lot more bonus episodes than we do.
Fair question. Probably 200 and something.
Jesus Christ! How?
I don't know. And some of those episodes are 6 hours, and the more I think about it, I just want to kill myself. But here we are.
How many illicit substances do you have to go
I hope we
through?
get there. That's the dream, isn't it?
I mean, Manscaped. Well, all right. Manscaped might be out of the cards because we don't have a glorious
Promo
beard
code
like you do.
20?
Yeah,
I would use if I would. Speaking personally, if I was shopping from Manscaped.com, an excellent place to shop, I would use promo code CATS20. That's just me.
Are you currently shopping on Manscaped.com, an excellent place to shop for razors?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Well, excellent. I'm glad to know you're multitasking well.
Are you not?
Yeah. What are you, not? Idiot?
No. I was about to say we can't get a Manscaped ad because neither one of us can grow a fucking beard.
Ah, sad.
Yeah. It really is just a genetic failure for us. Truly.
It is not the only place you can grow a beard.
I was gonna say, can you grow pubes? Because they have stuff for that.
They do have.
They
that.
specialize in that.
That's where they started.
fact.
They actually just added the beard stuff.
Well, I mean, we're back in, baby. We're back in. We'll call up Manscaped. We'll be like, I've got pubes. He's
Hold
got
that thought.
pubes. We want to advertise for you.
I have no
Shit.
idea why they asked to sponsor us. Like we did nothing. I just got an email from Manscaped one day. I'm like, you guys are stupid, but okay.
Wait. What if they think you're an actual tiger? And they're like, whoa, he must use our products
the tiger
a lot.
is good at podcasting as far as
Really?
tigers go. Not great for people, but great for tiger. It could be that they might see us as a novelty.
Well, if you're a full tiger, right? You must be using Manscaped products a lot because you got the whole body.
Just
You got
covered
the
in
whole
fur.
body. Yeah, exactly.
So much scaping to be done.
Oh my god.
It's amazing you can keep it down to the head and hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And the tail. Don't forget the tail.
Of course.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't want like a shaved tail. That would just be wrong.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Like imagine a sphinx, but all of it's covered with fur except the tail. God.
That's worse.
Yeah, that's worse than an actual
That's worse than
sphinx.
just bald.
Oh my god. Ugh. Jesus Christ.
Well, thanks for that mental image. Great job. What else you got?
An Oscars where Joker 2019 won Best Picture.
Ooh, it was nominated. It could have happened. Very exciting.
I feel like the people who are fans of that movie, like
Are
not
mass
like
shooters.
I was gonna say like fans, because right now we're sitting with someone who thought it was good. Not me,
Okay.
not me.
I mean,
I
I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was a bad movie.
I'm not bashing the movie, but I
Yeah.
don't have like a critically exceptionally negative review about
He
that
doesn't-
movie.
he doesn't post like Joaquin Phoenix Joker pictures with like hustler quotes on them on his
Yeah,
Instagram.
I'm
Yeah,
not
don't do that. That puts you on a list.
Yeah,
not at all.
a
I'm
list
not
of
upset it
really
didn't
cool
win.
people who get laid a lot. Hell yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay then. I'm not upset it didn't win Best Picture either. You know,
Yeah.
that's just how I feel.
What? Who was it? It was Green Book that it lost to, wasn't it? Oh my god.
Was
That
it
was
2018 or 2019?
That
was
was.
it Green Book or Parasite?
Oh, it might have been Parasite. It might have been Parasite. Uh either way, I'm glad that won instead of Joker. But like, just imagine how insufferable the like Joker stands would be. Oh my
No,
god.
it's very good for society that Joker
Yeah.
did not win Best Picture. Yeah, and it was against Parasite, a much superior movie.
Yeah. Everyone always talks about, oh, the West is gonna collapse. No, if Joker won Best Picture, it would have. Absolutely.
Agree.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, all the people calling it late capitalism would have actually been right, shockingly.
Oh my god. Ugh.
We
And
can't have that happening.
I know.
yeah, the scene where Todd Phillips just tells you all of his shitty personal opinions through Joaquin Phoenix, Best Picture material.
The
Ladies and
director
gentlemen.
of Dumb and Dumber.
Oh god,
No,
did he
that's
do that
Farrelly.
too?
That
Oh,
was Green Book.
yeah.
Phillips was like The Hangover.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, Hangover gave us Ken Jeong. Is that a positive or a negative for society?
A lot of column A, a lot of column B. In 2023, I think it's a net negative.
Yes, I think once they do the Community movie, because
Yeah,
one of the last decent TV shows on cable.
yeah.
One of the last good Ken Jeong roles that we've got.
True, very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I'd say anything post Community for him is a negative.
Well, post which Community? Because Community came back like 3 times. Community
True.
ended in 2015. He did a lot of shit between then.
Then they did the Yahoo. See, remember when Yahoo had television shows? That was quite a time in our nation's history.
I don't know how Yahoo stays afloat.
It's nuts.
Yeah, there something is going on there.
They survived Internet Explorer. This is a fact.
Oh my god, you're right. You're right. That shouldn't have happened.
The list thins out.
Wow. Who would have thought? That Yahoo would have survived? Yeah. Well, I think it's like the it's like anti-vaxxers, right? Everyone who likes Yahoo is dying out because they're all fucking ancient. And
yeah.
And eventually it's just gonna go away on its own. It's great. Love to see it. Love to see it. Finally, there will be justice in the world when Yahoo dies. I want to see Yahoo's head on my desk by 2024. Absolutely.
I think you'll have it.
I hope so. I think that's a good place to pause and do an ad read. We're talking about the death of I was about to say major company. Company. A company.
Yeah.
Debatably a company. And not just a money laundering operation for a giant meth empire. But we'll do a little ad read and we'll be back to you. This episode has been generously sponsored by skunknuggetparenting.com, run by my own talented mother. Parenting is hard. Sometimes kids and parents are like night and day. It can be very hard to get on the same page with them, and a lot of parents have anxiety that maybe they're doing it all wrong. Luckily, there is a service out there that can help. Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions is a company that provides parent coaching services, resource referrals, and psychological profiling, along with 24/7 phone and text access in an all-virtual program. Plus, the first consultation is free. In order to get this amazing service, please visit skunknuggetparenting.com. That is skunknuggetparenting.com. Thank you to Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions for sponsoring this episode. Thank you all for listening. And now, back to the podcast. Hello, welcome back to the show. Thank you for sticking with us. Oh, I had a thought. Very rare for me.
That's new.
Always trouble.
Yeah. That's when it started. That's when the trouble started. Is when I
Mhm.
started thinking. Yeah, because I thought about a year ago that I should make a podcast. That's that. Now my life's really
Yeah,
going
we're
down.
still
it.
recovering from that idea.
Oh yeah. Well, now I brought you into it. I brought other guests into it. Yeah, who'd have thought? And people advertise on it too. Wow, what a time to be alive.
What is this
Um,
new idea?
Oh, my thought. Oh my god, I almost lost it.
Yeah, that was scary. Ooh.
Dear Jesus Christ. So how does a tiger wrestler meet a horse YouTuber?
At a furry convention.
Not
Alright.
surprising. Not
Yeah.
surprising. That was
The
the
most
most
obvious answer.
that was the most likely answer, and I can't believe I didn't guess it. Wow. That you know?
Rainforest 2012 in Seattle, the now banned furry convention.
I mean, rightfully so.
I was there for the last one. I was there for the one that got it banned. It was a good one.
What happened?
Like,
Exactly.
from my perspective, nothing. It was the same as the rest, but I guess there was some bad stuff going on here. Apparently, they just completely fucked up the hot tub and like jammed towels into the intake or something. So that was good. And then some people just got too bold, because there's like the famous picture. Like, if you ask anyone who's familiar with Rainforest 2015 to like cite like a still image from it, it would be the dude just standing in the lobby with 1,000-yard stare, like that I used Imperial for you.
Thank you.
In a pup play hood and a diaper.
I want to now. All right. So you gave me shit for that mental image.
That supplants the shaved tail. I understand that.
Yeah. Oof.
I think
Ouch.
that tops it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'll do it. That'll stop.
It's the worst.
What animal was he dressed as? Because I think we should call in PETA to euthanize it.
I think to err on the side of caution, we should kill every dog.
Well, I mean,
Every
does
dog
that
in a diaper. That might help narrow it down.
Okay,
Fair.
there you go. You go. We used to have
That'll
a
do
fucking
it.
rat bastard Yorkshire Terrier that could not keep from pissing and shitting all over the goddamn house, so we had to put it in a diaper. And yeah.
It would fit the bill.
I'm a
right
dog
next to that
person.
guy.
I'm a dog person, but yeah. Yorkshire Terriers are where we fucked up. You know, we've done some.
Yeah, like they were.
Yeah.
Those are supposed to be wolves.
Yeah, we've done some
And you
fucked up
made
shit to dogs.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, we've really mangled dogs.
A very apt description, but Jesus, that really that is fucking dark.
Yeah.
To reflect on that, because I've got a really fat like Shih Tzu Jack Russell mutt and a golden retriever.
You're allowed to have non-shitty breeds of dogs, like they make better ones than the ones you've referenced.
I was afraid
Okay.
no one was going to tell him.
I didn't pick out the mutt, but I picked out the golden retriever, and he's a few bulbs shy of a chandelier, if you know what I mean.
The retriever's okay, but like the Shih Tzu mutt, the Yorkshire Terrier, like aim higher.
I didn't pick him out. Out. Yeah, I got good taste. What do you think about Dalmatians? I guess that would be a fairly pertinent question given some of your colleagues. Or collies, haha.
Pretty good. I have 2 collies, by the way. Dalmatians are categorically bad dogs.
Do you have any experiences with a certain Dalmatian?
A certain very specific one?
Yes. Starts with G, ends with
G, ends with IL.
you know, yeah. I mean, asked and answered.
Yeah, he's for those who don't know, he's the third person who does the movie commentaries with me and YMS, and yeah, he's what can I say? He's a bad dog. He He
Nice.
he
The
destroyed
third Twilight brother.
the third Twilight brother. Looking back, I can't believe I was somehow roped into commentating all 5 Twilight movies. That's a war crime.
I can't believe that YMS got you in for Catwoman and then somehow suckered you into Daredevil, right? Because I understand Catwoman. I
Catwoman
understand
didn't take
that.
a lot of convincing. I'll
Yeah,
be honest.
Catwoman,
Yeah, I was
sign
gonna say,
me up.
2 for 2.
Yeah, right. The only straight Twilight brother. Wow.
I know.
Who'd have thought? I mean,
It's lonely out there.
imagine if you were gay and it was just all 3
I do
gay
every
Twilight
day.
brothers. right. That's how I know conversion therapy isn't real, because I would have done it by now. For real. I would have swapped. Changing teams, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, they have it for the other way. Is that what you're asking?
I mean,
straight to gay conversion therapy.
Yeah.
dude,
yeah.
fuck yes.
That's an
Absolutely.
untapped market.
Honestly, for real. In 2023, I get it. Absolutely. Maybe not back in the 50s, and maybe there's some correlation there. Maybe not causation, but we should look into that relationship. Maybe we'll find some interesting developments.
If we dig deeper, maybe we find the head of the helm. Patient 0 is Lindsey Graham.
Oh no! Oh, it all makes sense. That son of a
Maybe.
bitch.
You may
He
be onto
ruined
something.
everything. Oh my god. I mean, maybe we need to get John Landis to direct a movie with Lindsey Graham in it. And maybe, just maybe, he'll be the fatality on set. Even odds that it could be literally anyone else. But
Yeah, but it's worth the risk.
all right. Max Landis and Lindsey Graham, 2 lead roles in a gay romance with John Landis directing, and we just give him all the helicopters and pyrotechnics he wants. Go fuck with it.
I might not get any more pizza.
Ooh. I mean,
I have to consider this.
Yeah, he might be giving all his pizza to someone else.
in hell. In hell. I mean, Max might give Lindsay, a pizza his dick. Haha.
Oh, okay.
Tee. I
Did we know that John Landis directed 26 episodes of Stan Lee's superhero Kindergarten 2021?
No way. Wow.
What the fuck is going on?
Wow.
I think he's just got too much in his head.
I guess so. And it's the first thing he's directed in 10 years.
Oh, he took a break and started with that?
No. Twilight Zone that was longer ago. He didn't take a break after that. He just went right back into it. Was that before?
He went right back to work after Twilight Zone.
Yeah, was that before or after Princess Bride? Or is that that's not even him, is it?
It's not him, it's Rob Reiner.
Fuck me. What did John Landis do then?
Old white man blindness.
I cannot tell. Oh,
Okay.
they don't even look. Oh, Blues Brothers. That's what it fucking was. And all right. So Twilight Zone movie, 83.
Michael Jackson Thriller video, 83.
Ooh.
That's a
You know
pretty
what?
big deal.
It is a pretty big deal, actually.
Yeah, that everyone survived. Who'd have thought?
Think how many kids could have been saved if Michael Jackson died on the set of the Thriller video.
Oh my god. Imagine John Landis is just incompetent enough that he could have actually created a zombie plague during the Thriller video and caused the death of humanity. That fucking idiot. We never should have given him $1 million and a camera. God, why does this keep happening?
For some reason, I thought John Landis was dead, but I think I'm conflating him with John Hughes, who is dead.
Yeah, he's still alive and kicking.
Yeah, apparently directing Stan Lee's superhero Kindergarten 2021 to present.
All right. What was a bigger tragedy, the Twilight Zone accident or Blues
9/11?
Brothers 2000?
Oh, Blues Brothers 2000.
Yeah. I'm inclined to agree. What's his name? Dan Aykroyd didn't die for this. Dan Aykroyd, famously dead.
Famously dead Dan Aykroyd. Yeah.
Famously dead before 1998. Definitely wasn't in anything after that. Definitely didn't say anything after that. Definitely didn't create a weird crystal skull vodka that he said creates like an aura something and ghosts.
Yeah,
and
he's a big weirdo.
That motherfucker absolutely thought that Ghostbusters 1 and 2 were documentaries.
100%.
100%.
I mean, throw in Aliens, and that's like all of Dan Aykroyd.
Dude, he would have busted a nut, like literally non-stop. Like that scene.
I think he did that in the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that scene
We
where
got the ghost blowjob.
Yeah,
he did.
The ghost blowjob scene. They just whispered the word aliens and then started rolling the camera, and he just levitated in the air and just did that. He just did that. That man.
Vodka.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. He better not listen to this. There's gonna be a flood near his neighborhood, bro. Jesus Christ.
You'll see it from space.
Oh no. Oh, the aliens will. Fuck. Then they'll know where to find him. God, we have to protect Dan Aykroyd, who is famously dead. I want to reiterate.
Yeah.
He never.
If there's one thing you take away from this show,
yes, absolutely.
let it be the knowledge that Dan Aykroyd is long dead.
Absolutely. He did not make it into the 20th century. 100%.
Do not care for how he spells his last name.
You know, it's like, isn't that the one from like the Agatha Christie novel? That's the murder of Roger Ackroyd. I think he just fucking that copycat. You know,
he just copied.
He just took it from a book.
Yeah, and if you're gonna take it from a book, at least don't take it from like the best-selling author ever. You know,
and if you do take it from the best-selling author ever, pick a name that's spelled phonetically.
Right?
Asshole.
Yeah.
Aykroyd? Fuck you.
You asshole.
Yes. Suck a dick, Dan Aykroyd, who is
asshole.
famously dead.
Dead.
Famously dead, Dan Aykroyd. There's a couple other famously dead people in John Landis movies.
Also true.
I want to reiterate that. We need to make that known for everyone. God, I'm ashamed that I live in a city where John Landis once spent time. He's from Chicago, and I'm ashamed to
live
be there
for a time. Just like visited, just in passing. Embarrassing. His scent has not left the city premises since.
Oh yeah, it's
the classic
revolting.
Landis stink.
That's why they had to make weed legal, so that way you can only smell the
True.
weed over the Landis smell. Yeah, Max, John. I bet his other kids are fucked up too.
Just less publicly.
Yeah, exactly. They don't even list the other kid's name on Wikipedia because
he has another kid. The end.
Yeah, that's terrifying. We don't know anything about him.
That sucks for other kid.
Right? You know, he could be. I mean, you know, considering half of the genetics. I mean, I guess it is like a 50-50 split, right? Like, you know, maybe he turned out okay, but also maybe he's an even worse monster than Max.
And like Matt Damon is just better at covering his tracks.
Exactly. You know, Matt Damon, his first slip up, was the fucking the crypto shit. But
I love how fast South Park jumped on making fun of that. They like he did the commercial and the episode aired the next day. It was great.
Yeah, South Park. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of like they definitely have gotten a lot more defensive about shit recently because you know Trey Parker, Matt Stone, they're no spring chicken anymore. You know, they are the old white men they made a career off making fun of. Yeah. So at this point, they just get a little defensive and shit, but they get a really quick turnover. God damn, it's absolutely insane how fast they're just like You know?
It's impressive.
Like, if they heard this podcast, they would have an episode about it in 6 hours.
Exactly.
Done. Scripted, animated, done.
It would be kind of crazy if it had a Galen Z. Graham and John Landis.
Oh my god.
Etc. Etc.
Keep an eye out in the season premiere. We'll see.
Yeah. Can we have a tiger in? Just throwing that out there.
Well, I think they have to make it like legally distinct. So maybe it would be like a leopard or a cheetah or a jaguar. Perhaps
a jaguar.
Maybe. As long as it's not a lion. I feel like lions are a little bit overrated. What do you think? What do you think?
Trash tier big cat.
A tiger would absolutely.
The girls hunt. Get the fuck out of here, lions.
Absolutely. Who's letting that happen? Who's letting that happen? And all the males do is just sit around fucking licking their balls. Wait, hang on.
Licking their balls and just like making, pardon the pun, catty comments about each other behind their backs.
Wait, hang on.
Biting each other's balls.
Wait, oh, true. They literally bite each other's balls. Damn, I was about to say, wait, hang on. Sitting around licking my own balls all day. That actually, you know what? That sounds pretty cool.
I've talked myself into this. This is not bad.
Maybe you're a lion.
Maybe you're a lion about me.
Well, if I'm a lion, I have to go in the ring and I have to defend all other lions against
all their ball lickers.
Big cat Scott Henson. I don't know if I could win. I mean, I've got
even
the weight
with all
advantage.
Those ball lickers support behind you.
It means a lot. Hey, ball lickers, I'm glad I have you in my corner.
I'm your guy.
If I made a new political party in America, the Ball Licker Party, what are the odds I would win in the 2024 election?
I mean, you'd have a shot.
I mean, can't be that much worse than the other two options.
You'd be at worst on par with everyone else in the mix.
Absolutely.
The bar is set so low, you could really make a whole party surrounding that.
The Republican frontrunners, one of them whose worst nickname for a political rival is Ron DeSanctimonious, and then the guy who the guy who he nicknamed can't even spell sanctimonious and admitted that on national television.
Oh, I missed that. That's actually very funny.
Exactly. And that was his comeback too. That was his comeback.
His comeback was, I can't spell it?
Yes. He's like, I don't even know what that means.
Your country fucking sucks.
YMS needs to start a side channel. Your country sucks.
YCS, your country sucks.
Oh my god.
And it's just about America.
He would make those Lion King videos like
you would never run out of content.
YouTube short, right? Like the video on America would be 10 hours long in like for the first part out of like 50 for all 50 states.
You know what? I transcribed his 3-hour Kimba video.
How much did he pay you for that?
Enough, actually.
I was gonna say there is a not insignificant amount of money that I would ask for.
Yeah, if that really happened, he'd be like, I've been working on the Florida video for like half a year and it's breaking my hand at this rate.
Oh my god. You would be there for the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He'd be like, I only just got the part 1 out for Florida.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, I feel like you would have to end with Florida. That's the grand finale.
Yeah.
Maybe
you don't want to burst your bubble too early. You gotta.
Yeah. What's
next?
Strong.
Yeah. You gotta edge for a while before you bust.
Absolutely.
A nut. Yeah. Absolutely. I think you could start with like Wyoming because it's like.
Sure, and talk about each person who lives there individually, and they'll chew up like 4 minutes, and then move on.
Yeah,
that's all it would last.
The state that has more deer than people. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and how each person gets proportionally like 18 electoral votes compared to someone in California or New York.
I think that's based. I'm gonna move to Wyoming. I will have all the power in the world.
You could probably. I would say if you put your mind to it and like it was actually what you wanted to do, you could be elected president of Wyoming inside a year.
You just need to get the deer on your side.
You need the deer lobby, obviously.
I've got the deer lobby. I've got the ball lickers support.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got it in the bag. Honestly.
You drive the humans out. Be just
my god,
deer and ball lickers.
It'll be lions and ball lickers. Oh my god, only the male lions though. I feel like the deer wouldn't be so enthused if it was
with the females who actually do something for the species.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, honestly. Again, I'm talking myself back into it now, right? Like having a woman who does everything for me, cooks and cleans and makes all the money. Shit, I'm. Hang on. I feel like it's not too late to change teams. Am I? Is this my furry awakening? Holy shit! Wow.
I have that effect on people.
I'm sure you have a list of the number of people that you've directly turned into furries.
I don't not have a list.
I feel like you're on a couple of lists.
I am also on unrelated lists, yes. Lists for everyone.
Maybe a few registries, perhaps.
You get a list. Look, there's all kinds of registries. I'm a registered voter. I'm a registered sex offender.
Hey, at least you told us. At least you told us, right?
I'm required by law to tell you.
At least you're not going back to jail, because then you just have a whole jail full of furries.
Right now. Ooh, furry jail. Furry jail actually sounds sick.
That's like horny jail, right? Like
exactly.
Yeah,
it's literally horny jail.
Locking up
that Venn diagram is a circle.
100%, 100%. Not all
filled with furries.
Not all squares or rectangles. Wait, hang on. No,
other way. You can do it.
Don't help me. Don't help me.
He's switching as we speak.
I have a team of Harvard researchers and an AI chatbot working with me on this right now. Okay, not all. I almost said it again. Not all rectangles are squares, but all squares are rectangles.
There it is.
Did it.
You got
it.
Yeah.
Did it.
Try.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought I would have? I pulled it off. Ladies and gentlemen. And this is why you should vote for me for president of Wyoming.
Absolutely.
Because I can.
Your state's a square, kind of.
I can recognize.
Actually, it's a rectangle, and not all rectangles are squares, but all squares are rectangles.
See, now the shoe's on the other fucking foot, isn't it, man? You bastard.
You got me.
You son of a bitch. Now Scoot's the only one who actually doesn't look like an idiot.
Give me a minute, I'll get there.
Yeah,
we platform this.
True. Well, we platform this every week. This is special. This is the kind of stupidity you get every week. This is we're consistent. We're consistently idiots. And I think
people like consistency. It's not so much what you're consistent doing, it's just being consistent. So I think you're doing it right.
Well said.
Like it's like how like mass public shootings versus gang shootings, right? Like a school shooter, that's inconsistent. That's crazy. But like if you go to like Southside Chicago, and there's just gang shootings everywhere.
Of course there is.
Yeah. It's you get used to it.
There wasn't.
Yeah. You get used to the noise. Once it gets quiet, you're like, oh shit, something big's about to happen. This is but we're consistently idiots, and that's why you should vote for us. 100%.
For president of Wyoming.
For president of the fucking United Nations.
Ooh.
I can't think of a better example.
Kofi Annan.
Yeah, right? I can't think of a better example of humanity than us two who can't tell the difference between a fucking square and a rectangle. Jesus Christ. And that's why if they're gonna create like a master race of humans, it should be people like us.
Oh.
Ditch all the blonde hair, blue eyes. If you can't tell the difference between a square and a rectangle, you are the peak of humanity.
Well, let's not be too hasty about ditching blonde hair and blue eyes now.
Well, I mean, are you really blonde, Scott? Are you really blonde? I think that's more. Yeah. Do you dye it to make it look like slightly more orange?
That's none of your business.
There's a redhead here.
You know, there's at least one. There's at least one.
We are in the presence of a redhead.
Yeah. So
Talking trash about
Shield your eyes.
For all listening, shield your eyes.
I have trouble saying at the end of every episode. I always have trouble saying, "I'll see you next week," and
it feels
never
feels
have
wrong.
they seen me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna not do it.
And we should be thanking them for that.
Really? Yeah. Honestly, and I feel like I don't get enough thanks. You know.
I won't see you next week. You're welcome.
Well, all right. Homework for all of you who listen to this. You need to go on our Twitter at IIHS Podcast, all one word. Then you need to get off our Twitter. You need to go to at not Scott Henson. You need to follow him, and then you need to come back to our Twitter, and you need to write at least 3 tweets length about how grateful you are that we're here. You know,
I like that. I support what you just said. I am dangerously close to 69 followers.
Oh my god! Imagine if you actually hit. Imagine if you actually hit that. And I mean, can I just read an absolute gem from your Twitter account?
Let me think.
Is quiet quitting, quote unquote, when you have a silencer on the gun? Absolute. That was absolute banger. One of the top 3 tweets. You should put that in your book. Oh my god. You need to you need to update your book and put.
I definitely have enough for a new book. I think the book came out in like 2016 or something. Like
I think it ended in like.
I've made a few tweets since then.
At least a few, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I would buy the sequel. I bought the original. I'll buy the sequel.
Oh yeah.
You will be more prolific than J.K. Rowling and
more other things than J.K. Rowling as well.
Taller, I think.
Yeah.
You probably
it'd be cool if she was just. I actually don't know how tall she is. It'd be cool if she was just like a huge bitch. She was like 6'4".
I mean, she already is a huge bitch, but
true.
J.K. Rowling height 5'5".
Be over 6 feet. Boring. What a boring.
Really?
Height.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Get that weak shit out of here.
It's a good thing everything else about you is awesome.
Yeah, your politics.
Yeah, we're so lucky for that.
Your books.
She's just bored. She doesn't even believe the shit she's saying. She's just a billionaire and bored. She has
a humiliation kink. Literally.
She's got her and Scott Adams, the guy who does Dilbert, because he just like went off racistly, and like I don't think he probably doesn't even think that. He's just like, I've been doing Dilbert for 30 years. I have $1 billion. I don't know. I guess I'll say that.
Let's throw something new in the pot.
Well, he's been doing that since 2016, but this is the first time where like somebody actually paid attention to
that anyone cared that the
Yeah.
author of Dilbert said something.
Yeah, it must have been a slow news day. We're like, oh, that Dilbert guy said some racist shit. I mean, all right, I guess.
Well, like he's probably crazy rich because like Dilbert is very successful and has gone on for legitimately probably 30 years.
Was very successful.
Yeah, until quite recently was very successful. Now it has a slightly smaller distribution. And but yeah, he's just bored. Sometimes you get really rich and you get tired of heroin and pedophile islands, the only 2 things that make you feel things anymore. And then you just say something racist or transphobic just to see what happens.
Scott, I didn't know you were rich and tired of heroin and pedophiles.
I'm so rich.
You know, that the furry wrestling must bring you the big bucks. You know, no wonder all the motherfuckers left the WWE, right? Because they're not paying as much as the furry wrestling leagues. But they just haven't figured it out. You know, they think, oh, I'm gonna be in the Fast and Furious movies. No, they just gotta dress like a cat.
I'm gonna get paid by a rapist.
Oh, which one was this? Which one was this? You're gonna have to be more specific.
Sorry, I'm getting the rapist blindness now.
But it's pretty sick that like just this past summer, Vince McMahon, the chairman, CEO, everything of WWE, was ousted and forced into retirement for all of the rape allegations. And here we are in just the very next spring, and he is richer and more powerful than ever before in his life. And WWE and UFC have merged into one company, and he is in charge of all of it. Good for him.
I think that means that for some people, I'm not going to say if I am some people, if I would consider myself, for some people, I think maybe they think, I'm saying they, I'm not saying we,
or me.
Thank you for respecting their pronouns.
They think that the system is working as intended if Vince McMahon, the most obvious rapist who ever raped.
I like that he grew a John Waters mustache when he came back too. I'm like, yeah, you're really throwing people off the scent.
No, I think he's like, yeah, I raped a bunch of bitches. What about it?
For real, that's what it is. He's like, come at me. You can't.
That's really what that mustache says.
I dyed my hair jet black at 77 years old, grew a pencil mustache, and I own everything.
Jesus Christ. You know, and then
goals.
I mean, I think he's got the oh wow, 77. You were on it. That's actually kind of scary. Jesus
I don't fuck
Christ.
Around.
And he was born during the month in which we nuked Japan twice, and I feel like
wow.
That's accurate. Yeah. August 1945.
Correlation, causation, what are you saying?
I don't want to say anything conclusively because you know, I'm a man of science.
Of course.
We had a stagger effect here.
You know, August 6th, Hiroshima. August 9th, Nagasaki. August 25th or 21st, Vince McMahon. Which was the greatest tragedy?
August 10th, anime invented.
Oh, do you know what? True. Facts. It really pisses people off that when you can say that anime literally only exists because some guy decided to completely steal Walt Disney's style. And
I thought you were going to say anime only exists because of a nuclear holocaust.
Oh, everybody already knows that. Everybody already knows that. We don't need to reiterate that. Everyone knows that. It's just
but just some dude like, I can do Disney stuff.
Yeah, because of the nuking, someone said, "Yeah, we're gonna make Kimba. And I'm gonna completely jack Disney's style."
Osamu Tezuka.
Perfect accent. I can't believe we got the inventor of anime on the podcast. Wow.
Yes, hello. This is Tezuka Osamu. I watch the Walt Disney and I steer it and I make $1 billion.
Well, I think it would be. I think that joke would be a lot funnier if
do not look at my secret drawings.
I thought you were going to say, do not look at your Wikipedia page because you've been dead since 1989.
Also, long dead, Aykroyd style.
Famously dead.
But yeah, if you've seen his little mouse porn stash, it's very funny. That
man really saw Steamboat Willie with Mickey Mouse, and he was like, "Yeah, I bet I can make porn of this." And
I mean, he was 1,000% like an OG furry.
And thus, the Rule 34 was born.
Yes.
And as was hentai.
This man was a pioneer.
He was. In the field of jerking off to drawings, like, more...
Yeah, it's amazing what he could do with just one hand.
The George Washington of jerking off to drawings of anthropomorphic animals.
I want to circle back to... It's amazing what he could do with just one hand. That's very absolute banger line, Maxwell. I feel like you should get more credit for that.
No, that is
impressive.
A nice piece of business.
Yeah, he really. I was gonna say he was the Charles Lindbergh minus dead kid.
Minus the baby stuff.
Oh shit.
Wait, hang on. I gotta make sure he didn't have a dead kid.
Wait, are you gonna look up if he had a baby abducted?
Are you that afraid of offending him?
No, he's fucking dead. What's he?
He's
gonna
long
do?
dead.
Yeah. All right. So one of them has a Wikipedia article and is still alive, born 1961, and the other one does not. Again, it's a otherlandist child situation.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like that's a good place to segue into. We have a weekly segment where I ask a monkey's paw styled question.
Ooh.
And it's called the big red button. So basically, hypothetical situation, there's a large red button that if you press it, something good happens, but something bad also happens. And we have to discuss the merits of would you or would you not press this button.
Gotcha.
So I came up with, I think it is an absolute banger. So if you press this button, the social acceptance levels of furries and non-furries are switched.
Ooh.
But you are no longer a furry, and you're still viewed as weird by normal society.
This isn't fair. This button doesn't work for me.
Does
that mean I
become
a furry?
No, it works. No, this works perfectly because Maxwell becomes a furry, and Scott, you become a non-furry. How to discuss.
I'm not pushing that fucking button. You got me all excited with the first half and then ripped it away with the second half. It's like, I don't know, a Milk Bar opening a Vancouver location in November inside a Nordstrom, and then Nordstrom Canada going bankrupt and taking fucking Milk Bar with it inside of 4 months. You can't give me something that beautiful and rip it away from me. It hurts too much.
Yeah, he gets to taste none of it.
Yeah,
that'd be cruel.
There's
it's
a
easy
joke
for
in
me.
there about how he wants to taste milk, but I feel like that'd be more it would make more sense if it was Lindsey Graham.
It's easy for me because just without it, I would never reach a level of social acceptance.
That's true.
I have to press
pressing it.
Yeah, that's right. I press it for you and for me.
Maxwell
would I
become
just
a furry?
grow a tail? What happens here?
No,
what makes the switch?
Who's to say?
No, it's everyone. All the normal people decide to. Scott, notice I said normal.
Yep, I'm with you. No lies detected.
All of them decide to like they get this uncontrollable urge to dress like an anthropomorphized animal
and become big Osamu Tezuka fans.
Unrelated.
Hey,
the estate of Tezuka requires me to say that is unrelated.
Okay.
And just want to get my legal bases out of the way. We're only getting sued by Lindsey Graham and John Landis and Max Landis and Michael Jackson.
The other son.
And the other son.
Other Landis.
Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, literally everyone. Dan Aykroyd. Well, I don't know how Dan Aykroyd's going to sue me. He's dead.
If he wasn't dead.
True.
Ken Jeong.
Ken Jeong. Yeah, really the only person who escaped unmolested was Leonardo DiCaprio. And
which is crazy because he was a child actor.
Right? Fuck. That was really good. Fuck.
My pleasure.
Absolute banger. This is why Scott gets the big bucks. This
And we got him just in time.
I can be transphobic.
You know, he did it, ladies and gentlemen, and you can too.
Mm-hmm.
If you press the button. But so everyone gets the inescapable urge to put on like a fursuit.
Yeah.
Sure.
But Scott, you are like, I need to burn everything furry related, and everyone will look down on you.
Not gonna do it.
He said he wouldn't do it.
Absolutely not doing it. Terrible.
So that leaves one more person to answer the question.
you wouldn't take social acceptance to
Well, is it not double bad for me? Because if I push the button, the social acceptance scales swing the other way, and I'm not a furry. So I'm now not the thing I want to be, and I'm not socially accepted.
All right.
Yeah,
but
the notoriety actually helps. You know, it keeps
all right.
keeps the train going.
But all right, hang on. Reincorporation gang here. What about the fact that there is no men's fur house, right? Fursuits are pretty damn expensive, so at least you're going to be living a hell of a lot cheaper.
Does that just spontaneously come into existence?
I mean, maybe not spontaneously, but I'm
would
sure
all
it'll
clothing
take about
brands
10 seconds.
All clothing brands would become like furry styled.
I think they would
outfits.
all the major clothing brands would at least skew furry in this scenario. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
So regular clothes would be as hard to find as a quality fursuit.
Denim would just become like cow skin, you know.
All the cows would be made from denim. Jesus. Yeah, I think would I press that button is the question.
Would you?
You already made one switch today. What's another?
You know, that's rough. That is. If I became a dog furry, that would be a lot funnier. Because I feel like there might be a lot more puns you could do with dogs than cats.
You would have a bigger family? Your family would be comprised of Shih Tzus.
I mean, I'm Irish. If I didn't have a big family now, I think I'm doomed from the very start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your lineage would die off 200 years ago or so.
Something, yeah. It's either become a dog furry or become a Mormon. Either
Both great
way,
options.
Either way, very expensive wardrobe changes.
Yes.
That magic Mormon underwear don't come cheap.
Underwear, yeah.
Yeah. And where am I gonna find that around here? In Utah, at least they sell it everywhere.
Mormon furries. What do we think about that?
Ooh.
Magic underwear
market.
under fursuit?
Or
magic fursuit.
Magic underwear
You're
on
right.
top of the
Would it
fursuit
glow?
under the outside fursuit clothes.
I like that too.
Is that the proper way for a Mormon furries? If you're out there, tell us how you wear
Hit us
your
up. Give
your
us
magic
a call live on the air. 591 rock 591 roll.
Hell yeah. So I mean we need inquiring minds are wondering here, okay? We can't let this go unanswered. Please do.
Even just just regular very Christian furries confuse me because they exist. I'm like, your God hates you, right? What are you doing? Just
God didn't make you into an animal on purpose because he hates you. You did something wrong.
Yeah. You're an abomination.
Yes. Just give up. Just in general, just give up. What are you doing here? You're in a fursuit. You've got a crucifix around your neck. What are you doing? Look at
Satan's waiting with open arms. Just come to the right team.
Satan's already got a goat head, dude.
Come on, it's right there.
Exactly. I mean, goat furries.
They exist.
Yeah, God doesn't have horns, guys.
Yeah.
That's kind of a negative.
How about worship the one that has a tail? It's really easy, guys.
There you go.
All right. If God, the Christian God, was a furry, what
animal would he be?
Yes. I wanna know.
Aardvark.
First one in the alphabetized list.
First one in the alphabet, baby. God knows what he's doing.
AA run. Hell yeah.
He's always going to get called first.
An A aardvark.
Exactly. Imagine if Christ comes back from the dead as an aardvark furry, and he's like, and lo, the proper pronunciation is a aardvark.
A aardvark.
Oh my god. Well, all right.
He would have pressed the button.
Arthur stands and aardvark furries. What's the overlap?
Ooh, 100.
Yeah. if you grew up watching Aardvark, are you now an Aardvark? Or grew up watching Aardvark? God damn.
I've been watching Aardvark for some time now.
I mean, yeah, something like that. Something like that. Imagine I said it correctly. Let's all gaslight yourself into thinking I said that correctly.
On it.
If you heard that differently, you're crazy.
You're being crazy.
Absolutely.
You obviously didn't see Aardvark.
Yeah, duh. Maybe you should oh my god. I mean, all right. I want to point out that the second animated gay wedding was between a rat furry and I forget what other animal it was. I think it was also another rat furry.
I was going to say, it better be another rat or else that goes against God.
The gay part doesn't go against God.
Gay part's fine.
But
Stick to your species, pal. Don't get crazy.
All right, Mr. Ratburn.
Separate but equal.
I don't think we can. Oh, it's another Aardvark. Oh, that's terrible.
A rat married an Aardvark?
Fucking Joe
God's
Biden's
plan.
America. Joe Biden's America.
That's Kamala Harris's America.
I think that happened under Trump, honestly. Yeah, in 2019. Yeah, that as still Joe Biden's America. That son of a bitch. First Wait, I almost said that out of order. I was going to say first he steals the election. Next he fucking gets a rat married to an aardvark on children's television. God, thank God we canceled.
That was the lead up to stealing the election.
Yeah, it was his priorities.
Thank God
if I can get away with this, then what else can I do?
Thank God we canceled Aardvark, because who else? What else might they have done? I'm glad we nipped that problem in the bud.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not in the bud, because we let that travesty go through. As far as tragedies that happened in 2019, I can't think of anything other than that. Definitely.
Yeah, that was the worst one.
I mean,
that marriage.
Maybe the worst thing that happened in the 2000s.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
There definitely wasn't anything that happened in 2001 that was worse than that.
Me graduating high school?
Jesus Christ, Scott. Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm 17.
Oh no. That's even worse.
That puts us in trouble.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Someone should have done their due diligence.
I mean, all right, you said you'd been wrestling for 15 fucking years.
Yeah, and also I'm a liar, so what are you going to do about it?
Did you start when you were 2 years old?
I started as baby. And continue as baby.
I would watch that.
He's been fighting in the cage since a very young age.
Yeah.
Oh, so the diaper you wear, that's like tradition. I thought that was just like a style choice.
No, it's very much tradition.
Asked and answered. I thought that was like carryover from like sumo or something. I don't know.
No, tradition / very practical.
I get it.
Those are some long matches,
Yeah. Also, as far as wrestling goes, I want to get your opinion. Do you think wrestling would be improved if we did it? If we went back to basics, ancient Greek style, fully nude, covered in olive oil?
Fully nude, full penetration, dudes only. Yeah, absolutely. We'll get there. Give it time. The pendulum will swing back the other way. I'm not worried about it.
Yes.
I'm just worried it won't be within my lifetime. I mean, Scoot, how much time do you have left at this point?
I'm 17 now, so I'd say I have another 2 years before I pack it in.
Maybe 17 decades. Jesus, God, imagine that. You want to know something funny? You want to know something really funny?
No.
Okay. Well, thank God you're listening to this podcast. Jeez, you figured it out. If you don't want anything funny, damn, stick around. But Maxwell was born in 2001. I wasn't even born yet. Scott,
the R&B singer.
No, this Maxwell. Sorry,
this Maxwell.
Sorry. Oh, you can't just say Maxwell and not expect me to think of the late '90s R&B singer from before I was born.
Well, a lot of us max good,
course.
but he max well.
Mm.
Indeed. Yet another reincorporation of one of your jokes.
I was gonna say, I think that's a Scott Sam Rockwell joke.
I literally. All right,
Straight
all
from
right.
you.
So here's a huge plot twist before we
Uh-oh.
tragically have to end this travesty upon the world of podcasting. But my childhood nickname was Scoot.
Oh.
/ Scooter. So oftentimes I will also say Scoot's Lock of the Week. And
Oh, interesting.
yes.
I
yes.
think you owe me money.
I don't see a fucking trademark on there, motherfucker. You should have.
What's funny is I really wasn't ever called Scoot as a kid. It was an adult nickname bestowed by Adam.
You know,
Glorious.
We've really come full circle, haven't we? We really have.
And by adult, I mean I was, let's see, would have started calling me that in 2017, so I was 11. So I guess it was
Yes.
adult.
you know.
One day you will be.
Do this fake math.
One day you will be an adult.
We really should give you like a math quiz using this premise that you've
Based on my
set up
lies.
here. Yes, you know.
That's a fun game. I like that.
I mean, if we based every game around Scott's lies, we'd never run
First
out
of
of
all,
games.
have a lot of material.
Yeah, exactly. We'd never run out.
Yeah, you could do Price is Right numbers.
Like about how you're straight, you know, that
Sure.
we can make a whole trilogy based on that. Goodness gracious, sakes be. Yeah. I mean, there's no way you can watch that many movies with Gael and Adam and not be a little bit gay.
And not have a little something rub off it. No, that's probably true.
A little something rub off on him. I thought Adam was a horse.
I was talking about Gael.
Oh yeah, the Red Rocket. Ask
Gael sits closer to me when we record. Adam's way over in the corner for safety.
for safe, your safety or his.
Both. It's in everyone's best interest that Adam is separated from the group.
Again, back to separate but
Things
equal.
will just rub off.
Exactly.
It's better for everyone that way.
Yes. Why are people mad?
Satire. I have to pull the satire card. This isn't even. Oh my god! Imagine if we did this on Twitch. Oh my god, I would get so banned. Jesus.
I think this is okay for Twitch. Like I maybe wouldn't have opened with Trayvon Martin, but besides that, I think it's mostly okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is a sharp left turn into well, enough left turns equals a right turn. I was gonna say this is a sharp left turn into hell, but I feel like we made a lot of sharp left turns towards that direction.
Now we're going right.
We're gonna loop around negative infinity and go back into the positives. It's gonna be fantastic.
Love it.
Exactly. Unfortunately, everyone, it is about that time where we tragically have to cut this probably the best episode we've ever recorded short. Scott,
if that's even anywhere close to true, that's very nice.
I mean, I thought you were gonna say that's very sad.
Or
Look,
scary.
I had a lot of options in my head. I went with a good one. Don't ruin it.
you know, I really should have
Before we
put
take
the
another
gift
left
tiger
turn.
in the mouth. yes, Max. Before we I
That's
want to
it.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you have something that we can pull the parachute before we hit the ground, please?
No, I think you already fell. I think you already made impact.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say it's a deep impact, but I don't know about that. I don't think we penetrated all that deeply. Just out of experience,
Okay.
And that's where we'll end it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. If you want to support us financially, like our patron this month, Justin Connor, head on over to Patreon. You get shout outs on our low tier and on your high tier. Guess what? You get to hear these episodes early and without ads. So that's pretty cool. Go do that. You can hear Scott early. Who'd have thought? Wait, no, they can't really do that. I didn't think that out.
Oh
I didn't
shit.
think that out.
Well, here's another gaslight where we pretend you didn't hear that.
Yeah. Or we just have Scott back on again. You know, maybe. You never know.
I don't see why not.
Hell yeah. So if you want to make that happen, patreon.com /IIHS podcast, all one word. If you want to follow us on social media, we are at IIHS podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Go follow us there. The best place to, questions and answers, like when are we going to get Scott back? And the answer, hopefully soon.
Good question, good answer.
Right? Exactly. And I feel like I may have opened a can of worms by asking you to be on, because now it's just going to be the Scott Henson show part 2. Really.
As I am wont to do with things I'm involved in.
I may have created a monster here. But yeah, best place to ask us questions like that. Also at not Scott Henson on Twitter. I know it's a very misleading username.
It's actually me, guys.
Yeah, it is actually Scott Henson.
It's a misdirect.
For real.
It really is.
To throw off the CIA.
The CIA, the NSA.
They see that, they turn around. But we're telling you the truth.
Yeah. The Bureau of Land Management for some reason. Something.
The Department of War.
I wish they would declare war just against you. Really, public enemy number one.
Off the table.
After this episode, I don't doubt it. I think we will all be fugitives at some point. just give it till Tuesday. But yeah, do all those things, or I'll find you, and I will make myself a fugitive. You hear me? That is a promise. So go do that. But I've been incredibly influential,
and I've been highly successful.
And I'm Scott.
Scott Henson.
He is. Who'd have thought? We'll talk to you guys next week.
The